Hello and welcome to the world of Matthias. Today we're going to talk a little about this brand called FRTLZR and the guitar tools that they make. They have a unique approach to tools that you use on your instruments, which I'm going to show you today, how I use them and what I think about them. So they have this little tool here. This is for sanding and polishing the frets. You have this one. It looks like a fret rocker, but it's not. You have this little pad here. This is a foamy pad. Quite hard, but it's a foamy pad. You use this for the fret ends. I will show you that as well. The fretboard and the frets are very disgusting. So we're going to make this look as brand new. You can also see that there is some wear to the frets. I'm not going to sand them down to remove all the wear marks, but I'm going to, with the help of the FRTLZR tools, make these frets shine. Also going to have a look at the fret ends. Of course, we have to do something about this fretboard and make it a little cleaner. I'm going to show you the techniques that I use. Firstly, let's talk a little bit about this tool. This tool is a fret leveling, but this is not for leveling all the frets all at once. This is if you have one fret that is a little bit high in one place. You can usually spot that if you use an ordinary fret rocker, and indeed you can use this as well, but I think that the metal fret rockers are a little bit better just to hear that little click. But once you have, and you can use this, of course you can use this, but once you have located one fret that is a little bit high, maybe it's not high all over, maybe it's just one bit that is high, then you can use this tool. So what you do is you use this sanding paper that you get with the kit. You put it like this around the tool, and then you can just sand down just that little bit of fret that you need to come down. So now I will pull out the metal fret rocker and I will check out these frets to see if I need to use this tool. Alright, so this is what I have done now. So I measured the frets here in the middle and on that side. Whenever I felt a rock, then I made a little mark. So what I usually do, I will cut this in half. And this is the technique that I'm using. I cut this in half so I can rest the tool on this fret and only sand on that one. So now the frets are done. Now they are even. So now let's go on for polishing them. So what you want to use then is this tool. This tool is for polishing the frets. And all of you that has polished the frets, note that this thumb here, or this thumb if you're left-handed, will get very sore after a while. So it's 20 frets on this guitar and it's 22 up to 24 frets on an electric guitar. You have to do at least 3 passes to get this right, and this thumb is not going to feel very good about that. This is where this tool comes in. This is much easier to hold on to. It has a groove here which fits very well into the fret, and that is for the rubber band that you get for it. And you get these different sandpapers. And of course you can buy these separately if you want. So the lowest grade here is 2400. That's the lowest grade. That's the grade that you're going to start with. You move on to the 4000 grade and you finish it all off with the 8000. That is what's going to get this guitar that really nice shine on the frets. So this is not an ordinary paper. It feels more like leather. You put the tool like that. You put sandpaper over it. Then you take this rubber band, which you get in the pack, and you put this over the tool just to hold the sandpaper in place, like so. And now you have the perfect tool to make your frets nice. This is the first run of the first sandpaper. It's much cleaner than it was. So let's continue with the other 2 sandpaper grids. So this is the second pass with the 4000 grade. So let's do the 8000 grid paper and then clean it off and see what we're left with. And this is the third run. Yes, you can see they are very shiny. Of course the fretboard looks like shit, but once I've cleaned that, you will get close up on how this fretboard actually looks. Let's just do the fret ends and then we're done, and then we can pick up the cleaning of the fretboard. And the fret ends, that's what you use this little guy for. So what you do, you simply take this pad, you put this in the sandpaper, which you get in the pack, and then what you do, start sanding here on the edges of the frets. Just a very light touch and you will get there in the end. Just check all the time to see that the fret ends ain't sharp anymore. So that was a real nice experience. Thank you, FRTLZR, for sending me this stuff. It's like this: if you want really shiny frets, you always have to break out the polishing machine. And if you don't want to do that, and if you can't do that, if you live in an apartment or you just simply don't have a polishing machine, then these sets can be very, very useful. They really polish up the frets. Just 3 runs with the different grids of the sandpaper and you're done. You really feel that they are designed by luthiers. My thumb isn't sore and I've spent maybe an hour on this guitar just filing the frets, and my thumb is all right, and that wouldn't happen if it was not designed by people who has actually done this job before. Also, this little tool here, I've never seen this kind of tool before. Works brilliantly. I didn't have to sand down all the frets just to get it level. I just have to do some parts of the fretboard and it worked brilliantly. So thank you very much again, FRTLZR. You can find all the links and my affiliate link down below in the description. Go and check them out. I hope you had a nice time looking at this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye bye.